Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. And in the last episode, I contracted stupid brain and forgot I had an ability and I wasted the entire episode. But hey, sometimes that's how it goes. Anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. And I was thinking about this game today, man. I was like, dude, there's something beautiful about not being connected to the internet at all times and being able to do some stuff without everybody knowing. Now, granted, I avoid that by making it a let's play, but I'm just like, you guys, just the freedom in yesterday's gaming, man. Like, that is, why did I take the longest route out here? All right, so to give everybody a rundown, just a ballpark of what happened in the last episode, if you didn't watch it. Go watch it now. No, I didn't know that the trinities that we find on the ground, I didn't know like some of those are only accessed by, or you could, what they do is they allow you to do special moves. So like right here, I don't know if you can really see it. Actually, I don't think it's there anymore. There was a red trinity right here. So after you do Deep Jungle, you unlock an ability at the top of the waterfall that you have to climb, which I completely forgot, that allows Goofy and Donald, as far as I know, to activate the red trinities. And what it is, it's a charge attack, and all you do is you run. Anyway, there was bars here, and we had to charge into them, and it completely just, I didn't understand, because first of all, I forgot about the ability. I thought it was something you could do when you were fighting. No, it's for the red trinities, which I should have paid attention to. But now, we can continue the story and hopefully train with this dude. What's up, man? I missed you. So you found the keyhole. I found a bunch of holes in my time, dude. You locked it automatically. Good, Anakin, good. Every world among the stars is a keyhole. Each one leads to the heart of that world. There must be one in this town as well. What do you mean? It was in Amson's report. I don't know who that is. The Heartless entered through the keyhole and do something to the world's core. What happens to the world? I bet it dies. In the end, it disappears. Yeah, it's like a black hole. Yeah, what? That's why your key is so important. Please, lock the keyholes. You're the help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. I don't know. Seeing other worlds would probably serve you well. Yeah, boy, get you some. Donald's like, what's up, man? You better go get them daggum kids. We gotta find friends, King Mickey. Dude, we gotta find Mickey, dude. It's important. I guess you're right. Okay. Alright, can I train with him? I don't want to. What's up, bro? Please, lock the keyholes. I'll do it, but like, how? Probably gotta defeat a bunch of bosses. More likely. Oh, I see another Trinity over here that we can't access. Or can we? What color is that? Is that white? It's white. Alright. Oh, I can open this though. Heck yeah. Put down got all them Dalmatians, dude. We're just getting more and more. And I'm sure they're thankful. Like, I imagine Magic Study. We've been here before. Can I just go right back down to where I was? Oh, I didn't see this one. Dang. We got that in the last episode. We did this in the last episode. We came here and we hung out. We did a bunch of stuff. Didn't impregnate anybody, but that's okay. Maybe next time. Alright. I will take all this monies. And a mega ether. Alright. Now I'm imagining it would send me here for a reason. No, I'm cool on the practicing. Thank you. I gotta go close some keyholes, dude. That's my job now. Sam the Keyhole Closer. SK for short. My world's disappeared too. I hate you so much. Alright. So I love how it gave me a waypoint and where to go. You know, like that is, I'm so grateful. I'm just gonna kind of follow the world and hope that I find where I'm going. I kind of have a story to tell, but it's kind of long, and I know I'll get distracted and interrupted by things in this. I don't know really. Can I just do the keyhole thing and not worry too much about it? Oh no, I have to kill it. Okay. All right, let's get out of Red Dead mode and pretend we've played Kingdom Hearts before. Okay, so you can't just spam square, unfortunately. Thunder is probably one of my more favorites. Okay, so here's the story. You cats know I'm like into. I'm all about preserving the past. Like that's my bag. Let me tell you. So like for like the last year, 2 years maybe, I use Facebook. I use my my girlfriend's account to find old CRT televisions on Facebook. Okay, and you know there's some on eBay too. But the problem with eBay is most of them are local pickup, and you know they could be in like New York or something like that. So like eBay's not really reliable, and I definitely don't want to ship like a 100-pound TV to my house. The amount of money that would be. You know, people may have some like physical limitations. Anyway, most stuff on eBay is local pickup, or at least TV-wise it is. Is this keyhole like? Is this? Oh, it's iron lock. It didn't matter. So for the better part of a year, and this is legit, man. Like, I've been on the Facebook Marketplace trying to find like the perfect TV, more or less, and it has been a ride, man. It's been difficult to say the least because so many TVs, a lot of them are 20 and 30 years old, and like they're falling apart, man, and I don't know how to fix them. So there's like this little window where you can get them where they're not falling apart, and you know somebody took real good care of them, but then again you get a lot of them that you know they didn't take good care of them, and like, oh, they've been in a garage or they've been in storage for years, and all manner of life forms have lived inside of them, and the dust has become a part of the capacitors and resistors, and it's not good. But actually, as far as that goes, I've had good luck as far as TVs that work. I've only maybe went and grabbed one that didn't work. Some of them I get for free. Most of them are like $5 and $10, so really good deals, especially since I'm into this old gaming stuff. But here's the thing. Here's where the problem is. And I know I've mentioned this before back in the day, or well, some other Let's Play, but going from playing all your games to in HD, like 1080p stuff, you kind of develop this perfectionist mentality towards things. Because everything is displayed in a nice, proper, square manner, you know, full screen, even if, well, yeah, full screen on an HD TV is, you know, you get that square kind of box look. I don't know where to go, so I'm just going to kind of walk. I would think I would need to, there's got to be a way to go. So you go from that, and then you realize, you know, I want to do like the whole purity kind of thing. I would say, wasn't there a red Trinity back here that I know I could charge? That's funny. It makes me happy. So you go from this perfectionist thing, and anybody that doesn't know how CRTs work, it's a laser that shoots at the screen. So it's a little bit imperfect. There's a lot of moving parts here. It's not just like a bunch of microchips on the back of a TV. It is a moving, living, breathing thing. The Earth's magnetic field affects the way a CRT looks and functions, which is amazing, dangerous, but amazing. So I've been on this excursion for like a year, right? And I've had countless disappointments, countless I don't know what you would call it, just close calls, like TVs that were almost perfect, but there was like one little thing that wasn't right, and it completely screwed up the whole thing. And I'm not doing this again. But I don't know where to go at the same time. I wish I could talk to my friends and ask what's up. So there's been times where, like, this TV right now is the closest to perfect that I've had up to this point. All the other ones were, some of them were actually malfunctioning. I remember one I went to get in Cleveland, and I guess it'd been in a garage or something. As soon as I turned it on, like, it was like white and it was like flashing, and it was just terrible. And I took it anyway because I gotta can recycle these things. So when I plugged everything up, it's like just to give it the best chance. I like hit the top of it, and then it just like straightened itself right out. And I'm like, okay, I can't. I don't want this thing if it's gonna catch fire one of these days, because something is loose inside of it. If you can hit it and it'll correct the screen, I don't trust it. I don't want it. So I ended up recycling it. But there's been a lot of things kind of like that. But see, this is where I started getting into learning about service menus and like how to actually change geometry of screens and like that. And that kind of opened up a huge thing, because like every TV has one. It's just a matter of being able to find them. Most TVs I can't find because like the service the menus. I'm gonna go back to Wonderland. I feel like, oh, see, okay, well, the Coliseum's done. There's only one place going. That's Wonderland. So anyway, learning, like, you got to have the remote for pretty much to access any service menu of the remote that it came with, and that's a challenge even of itself. However, I've had pretty good luck. Like, a lot of manuals have been documented for free online, which is great. That allows me to take more TVs and recycle them properly rather than just having them thrown in the landfill. Even though I have had to do that with some of them because they're so big, the recycling centers won't take them. That's not really my fault, and I can't help that. I'm sorry. I would much rather recycle them, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So anyway, that's been rocking on for a year, and at this point, I actually had somebody kind of contact me. Well, no, actually it was a friend of my girlfriend's that kind of posted on Facebook, and she responded to that. Normally it was a situation where we find them, we message them, we go get them. Well, this time they kind of messaged us, and we said, sure, no problem, like $30 for 3 TVs. And at this point, I'm expecting disappointment. I'm not surprised. Like, okay, like, this is gonna be another situation where I'm paying to take somebody's television off their hands. Like, okay, let's go. Let's get this over with. No. See, up to this point, the best TV I've had is the one I'm playing right now. And oh god. And a guy had been hired as an assistant manager. And he was trying to clean out his garage like so many people that are trying to get rid of these TVs do. And he knew I was into them. Let's go to the Queen's Castle. Might be able to figure something out here. I might be wasting complete time. I'm going to have to look this up, more than likely. So, coolest thing about his is that it has a built-in DVD and VCR. And that really, like, turned me on to this TV pretty hard. What's up? You still haven't found a new suspect? Oh, don't give me that. Come on. Like, there's only so much I can do here. I don't even know if I can do anything else here. I'm just gonna have to look this up. I hate it. I mean, I don't know how many people like to watch somebody that doesn't know what they're doing just bumble around until something happens. But I don't. I do not. Kingdom Hearts. What would you call it? Like, what part of the game would you call this? I know we don't have to do this. Like, none of this makes any sense, having to go back through all this. It all loops around itself. It's a big circle. Like, every level is a big circle. But, like, what am I missing? So I might as well finish this story while I got the chance. I'm sorry, we're gonna take a little break here. It's already been 15 minutes. So yeah, his name's Kenny, and he let me let me have it for free. Just want to get it out. And it's been what I'm using. Like this young, like I was able to find the service menu for this TV, and it didn't have a whole lot by way of adjustment. Very limited, actually. Like this is the kind of TV I think you'd have to have certain kind of tools that you would use in, what do they call those? They call them scopes, but it's got a bigger name. It shows like electricity waves or something. I can't remember the name. Oscilloscope or something like that. You have to have tools like that to actually adjust these things properly. And I don't have any of that. I don't have any expertise there. I would kill myself day one getting into, you know, a TV like that. So that only leaves me the option to keep finding more. So the problem with Kenny's is it's actually manageable. It's not bad. It's not really distracting in any way. It just has its own kind of ways it handles pictures and like I could draw it, but the best way I could do it, like imagine a square, but at the top and the bottom of the square, it's got like a dip on the top and a dip on the bottom. So instead of it just being like the whole left side's cut off and you can't see it and it's all jacked up, it's like evenly, like it makes it not as bad because it's even. If that makes any sense. So like this TV is manageable, and it's got the added perks of like a VCR and a DVD player. Like that's perfect. Like it sounds great. Well, not perfect, but like it could be better. So today, I ended up getting 3 TVs for $30, and this is where it gets weird because normally it's like, oh, this TV's a disappointment. I'm gonna just go ahead and recycle it. I'm not even gonna. So I get home. One of them is a Sony Trinitron. And I've already had an experience with the Trinitron before, and it wasn't very good, so I didn't have any high hopes going into it. The other one was a Sanyo from 1997, and I've actually had experiences with Sanyos before, and they turned out to be pretty good. Everyone I had, but the reason I didn't keep them before is they all had like one thing that was distracting, and it was just distracting enough to make me not want to keep the TV. However, for any kind of normal player, you know, someone that wasn't as into games as me but just wanted to like play every now and again, they were fine. And then the other one was a Magnavox from, it had to be the 90s, had to be. So anyway, here's where the story actually starts finally. I start up the Sanyo, and the top of the screen is it's too high. It's cutting off the top of the screen. Well, but everything else is fine. Everything looks really square and is good enough for me. I had to adjust the color and things. I guess they just never really set the color or anything like that. I would like to know where to go. Like that would be advantageous. So once I set it up and got the focus right, everything was great, like on that Sanyo, except for it cutting the top part of the screen off, which I can't fix because I cannot find the service menu for that particular Sanyo, unfortunately. So what I did was I decided to keep it until I find the service, because there's a chance that I've just been overlooking it online, you know. Maybe there's some trick to all the old Sanyo TVs to access the service menu so you can adjust stuff like that. Or maybe there's not. Anyway, so I kept that one with hopes I can repair it. Well, I say repair it loosely. But the Trinitron was an absolute surprise. I was thinking, because they told me, yeah, they'd been in a garage for 4 months and it just, you know, they never used it. I'm thinking, oh, that's great. That's always like a 50-50 thing here, because the last time I went to get a TV out of a garage, it just was like something terrible. They didn't keep it like weatherproof, like they didn't keep the atmosphere in the garage the way it should have been, and it damaged the TV. So surprisingly, this Trinitron was in absolutely immaculate condition. It does need to be cleaned. It is a little dusty, so I may get in there at some point after the capacitors have had a chance to discharge. I'll get in there and try to clean some of the dust off and clean the chassis and all that. How do I get up there? Curious. I guess I'm not supposed to go to Wonderland. Maybe I should go back to Deep Forest. Does that little lock symbol mean that like that area is still locked? Like when I go to the world screen, it might. I don't know. How did I get up there? So I was surprised by the. Or not surprised, but oh yeah, the Trinitron. I was surprised by the Trinitron. And we're just wasting time, dude. I'm sorry. I know I'd like to finish the story, but it's hard to play and do that. So, and I actually had a Trinitron from before, and luckily it had able to access it the same way as the other one. So, like, I was able to get to the service menu with ease. And surprisingly, because every service menu is different too. Like some have some ways of adjustment that others don't, and you know some and some don't. But this Trinitron had a lot of adjustment that you could do to it, and I got it as close as I could. I absolutely, I swear to you, the way the TV looks now is the best TV I've ever had. Like I may have to adjust it a little bit more, like, but as far as all I may have to do to it is push the vertical and push the horizontal a little bit more. But other than that, the thing is as square as I can get it. Like enough, there's no such thing as a perfectly square CRT TV, and I'm fine with that. But I want it to be as close as I can because it's distracting otherwise. So yeah, I lined the Trinitron up, and as of right now, like, that is going to be my new. I'm playing on that. I was going to say Kenny's TV. I've been playing on his TV for the majority of the standard definition Let's Plays, but I am gonna make that one my. Dude, the color is just exceptionally good too. Like I was just surprised how good it looked. It really does. So I'm excited. Like I'm finally excited that I have a TV that I'm satisfied with. I just hope it lasts. I hope it just, you know, as long as it can. It doesn't have to last for forever, but I hope it lasts as long as it can. So very exciting. The only problem, I guess, with the TV is that one of the input jacks doesn't work, but it only has 4, and I only need 1, so it's not like a huge ordeal. So that's that, and I'm excited. I'm probably going to move that tonight. God, this TV's heavy, though. With that built-in DVD and VCR, God, it makes it so heavy. It's not a very big screen, but it has the speakers down the sides, which widens the TV. But the built-in VCR just adds so much weight to it. So, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, and now this is, so here's the thing. Normally, we go and get the TV, and I end up deciding to recycle the TV after however long, usually. Well, now, I've went to get 3 TVs, and I'm already keeping 2 of them. Okay, so this turned out to be a really good date, but now I gotta tell you the story about the 3rd one. And this is where it gets really nostalgic for me, and I get very sympathetic towards this situation. Hopefully someone else will too. The 3rd TV was the Magnavox, right? Now this Magnavox, I had one of those TVs a long time ago. I have this really fond memory of me and my best friend John. He was on the Let's Play of. He was on some of the Games with Friends. He's on the Games with Friends playlist. Like he was on Devil May Cry 2, Resident Evil 4, and Battlefront 2, I believe. And I don't think he was on anything else. But, I'm trying to get behind this guy. Anyway, good times. One of the best memories I have of him, though, is me and him at my grandparents' house playing Resident Evil 4, like, when it pretty much at first came out. And we had a great time, fantastic time. But anyway, we were playing it on a Magnavox. We stayed up all night, and it was a Magnavox TV. It wasn't the exact same Magnavox, however, it had to be like the second or third one off the line, or because it had the same remote, it has the same buttons on the front, and it has the same input on the back. So I mean, it has to be like a to go to. Oh, I can only go to ones I'm right next to. Dang, like let me look this up, man. This is driving me crazy. What would I even say? Kingdom Hearts. I guess walkthrough, I suppose. Or to be Traverse Town's second visit. So anyway, it's so automatically there's already sympathy kind of developing. But here's the thing: I have to buy, since I'm using the other TV, it doesn't have a built-in VCR, and I still have a lot of my movies on VHS. So I have to buy like a stereo VCR somewhere, probably eBay, and. But since I have to do that anyway, here's the thing. I wanted to have a backup TV, right? So this is where it gets weird, I guess. The nostalgia and the way seeing that Magnavox, and when I think about playing the game the way I used to in like its purest form, the way I played it before was like console plugged into a VCR and then a coaxial cable out into the TV. I didn't have, I mean, later down the road I had, plugins, composite plugins and things like that, but not all the time. And so when I think about it like this, it's like, well, to get like the best TV and the best experience, I want to use that Trinitron because it's the best TV I have right now. But if I want to play it like it was played back then and just like rekindle the way it used to look, the way it used to feel, I'm gonna have to like play it through a VCR. So and use a coax. If I want it, it doesn't really matter. But to keep it as authentic as possible and as close to the way it was back in the day, it would have to be done with a coaxial cable, and it would have to be played through a VCR. So, and the Magnavox, the screen is actually fine. Like, there's nothing right. It's really square on the bottom. I mean, they all got like kind of curves to them because of the way the picture tube is curved. Like, it has to be. It's complicated. I don't even understand it. So, like, yeah, there's curves to it, and it's not exactly perfectly square and flat, but it really can't be. The only way it can be perfectly square and flat is if it's on a flat screen, and even then, it's not going to work. So, on a curved tube, it has to be curved with it, but as long as it curves with it, it looks great. And that's the way it is with the Magnavox. The only thing with the Magnavox is the top part of it is like a little bit kind of skewed just a little bit. It's really hard to notice, and I can overlook it pretty much. But the sentimental value of it is just... So that's what I have as the backup right now, is the Magnavox. If something ever happens with Trinitron, I'm just going to break that one out. But then again, if I'm able to find the service manual for that Sanyo, or, access the service menu, and I can fix things, if it has enough ways to fix it, then I'll have two backups. And it's fantastic. Like, I've never had such a successful endeavor when going out to find old CRT TVs. Like, I kept every one of these. Normally it's like, well, we're recycle it, put like an X on top of the TV or something, and it's just so weird that, I mean, it just worked out. You know, 3 TVs just like that. And I know to some people it's like, wow, you're such a nerd. Like, what's wrong with you? You're a grown man. What are you doing with your life? And then the other people would be like, absolutely, hell yes. I understand what you're saying. You're the best person in the world. Thank you for fighting the good fight. It's like, I'm doing the best I can. What do I do in this game? Alright, yes. Talk to Sid back at the accessory shop. What? Donald mentioned finding Leon. He's training. Yeah. Right. Right, back on the keyholes. Yeah, he also said yes. Wait, what? On the keyhole and new gummy blocks. He'll also offer the Earthshine item, the first summon. What? There was like more to it. There was more to it. So I, like, personally, I'm really happy right now, and I'm so glad that happened when it did. Heck yeah. You know, things going on, you know, family and personal life and things. It's been very depressing the last month or so, and, you know, just to have something like this come together, like, it feels good. Like, I'm pretty thankful. And hopefully, you know, I can get this worked out even more. No, I have 2 backups, man. I mean, just, that's ridiculous. Just thinking about it. I mean, I know other people's like, what are you talking about? This is, just get a HD TV and get over it. It's like, guy, kids, you don't understand. Like, you wasn't there, and I don't expect you to understand. But this is important. Somebody has to keep this stuff safe and kind of sacred. Keep it, you know, together. And I'm just, yeah, like, it makes me really happy just being able to do that. So yeah, leave a comment if you remember, like back in the day when you were a kid and you remembered how difficult it was plugging in composite cables and trying to figure out how to get the game play on the TV, because I was there too. Okay, I remember, because you don't. It's not that you can't read when you're a kid or anything like that. I mean, you can't. You got to learn how to read. But when you think about plugging things into the back of the TV or the VCR, and then you got this. All right, well, this is the only cable we got. But most VCRs had like a not composite. I'm sorry, but coaxial in and a coaxial out. You don't know which one to plug it into, so you end up trying all these different combinations of like where to put the video jack in. You know, because sometimes that yellow looks like an off-white, and you can't really tell. You don't know which one's in, which one's out. Like, you don't understand electronics as a child. And it's, yeah, just leave a comment if you remember struggling with plugging that stuff in back in the day, because I do. Okay, something about this accessory shop. Oh no, the dude, he's gonna like give me something or something. Dang, I broke my nail today, man. It's been driving me crazy all day. So I'm excited. Like, this is finally got a TV that I'm satisfied with, that doesn't distract me. And that's important. I mean, yeah, I will admit, I did make it harder on myself than I needed to. I mean, let's be real. Push comes to shove, I could have just plugged it, because I have an HD TV that has AV jacks. I could have just plugged it into that, put it on full screen mode, and just went with that, but it doesn't look the same, and it doesn't feel the same, and that takes away a whole lot of appreciation and connectivity, because my brain is still connected to it. And you're supposed to offer me something. Hey, Leon, gummy blocks. This gummy block? What? I don't understand. Gummy blocks. Ask Sid, he should know. Oh, thank you. Thank you, we made progress. Yes! Earthshine. Don't know what it does. The stone summons mysterious power. It can be carried for luck. How do you use it? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, don't tell me you don't know. Don't tell me you don't know. Don't give me that long pause. Come on. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Can I use it here? I kind of want to use it just to see what happens. Well, probably under ability. Okay, no, never mind. Man, nobody's got any, oh, there we go. Boosting people covering back. Heck yeah! Equip it all, man. Put it all on. Under items or gummies or stock. See, like, I don't know what all this is. I don't know. Stock. Earth. Or I saw it. Earth something. Earth shine. Precious stone. The mysterious power stone. Can I use it? Nope. All right. It's a secret. It's a secret. I was never meant to know. Let's go talk to Sid and see what he's got to say. So yes, hopefully. And like one of the other problems. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, I forgot this went here. I thought it went somewhere else. All right. It's just pretend like I'm not here. La 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 la. Kenny's has a band like right down the middle of it. You know, like ghost images in because HD TVs do this too. Like if you have an image on the screen long enough, it will actually burn the screen. That's just the way it is. It's screen burn is what it is. And Kenny, for whatever reason, has like a line down the middle. And I mean, it's fine. You really can't tell. It's really light. It's not like a serious issue. But sometimes, like when like the whole screen pans and it's all the same color, like playing Super Mario, you can really see it, and it's annoying. But then like you don't look at it because if you're watching the band, you're not watching the screen. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you can. Sid, help me out, dude. What you got there? Hey. Ain't gummy block. Yup. What's this one for? You're a kid, man. You're flying a gummy ship, don't know nothing about navigation. No, I really don't. Bunch of pinheads. Inner space ain't no place. You're telling me, dude. There's a lot we don't know. So what? We have to use a gummy ship to get to other worlds. We don't have a choice. Whoa, easy. Oh, was that too much for you there? Spiky hair? I don't know. No hard feelings. All right. Well, I guess I can lend y'all a hand. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Because I don't know what I'm doing here. Basic navigation. You wanna? Yeah, dude, hook me up. How do I do it? Oh, you're gonna do it for me. Wait, what? I gotta do this thing deliver first. What do you need to do? Just this book. Where's it going? Cirillo. Guy brought in. Practical phone part. Beat up short. Where it was. We mind delivering? Sure, just tell me where to go. It's the old house past the 3rd district. Look for a big fire sign. Old house. Oh, what was that? My controller vibrated. I didn't know this could do this. The bell is given for me. What was that? Go check it out if you want. But deliver that book for me first. Okay. Stop by the house in the 3rd district. Okay. You said you'll be there. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. Keep it real. Keep doing you. I'll see you cats kids in just a second. Keep it real and peace.